first week I had given birth. My son was at the NICU and he was going through a few complications. And honestly, it was kind of established that he was gonna be having complications for the first 2 years of his life after discharge. I'm a single mom, so not always knowing that I'm doing things right, it could be like overwhelming.
So when I first heard about Healthy Families program was when I went to the hospital. I was still in high school. So I went to the hospital because I was so sick and I didn't know what was going on. And that's when I found out I was pregnant. The day that I walked into your office, I felt insecure. I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I wasn't sure what I was doing. Being a teen mom, it's pretty hard. So like I felt sometimes so stressed.
I didn't realize how much help I needed. I knew I needed help, but I didn't realize that I was gonna have questions day in, day out.
When I found out I was pregnant, I felt like everything fell down.
Being a parent in today's day and age and having young children, it's so critical to have support. And I think we all know the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. It's pervasive because it's true.
The biggest way we offer support to our families is to be there in this transition, becoming first-time parents that is very scary and very overwhelming.
I think it's just critical to work with a group like Shelter because they can bridge the gap to where families and young families especially don't have that.
Within the baby's first 2 weeks of life, we try to be in the home, introducing the program and starting services. And from that moment on, they stay into our program until they're 5 years of age, and that's voluntarily.
One, it's a proactive approach, right? It starts early on before a child comes into this world. And having that proactive approach and arming those parents with the right resources, we're hopefully ending what could be a cycle or generational abuse.
I think this is a resource that anybody can take up as long as they want to make sure that they're doing what they need to do for their child.
I can describe the program as another family because I felt secure.
Ileana has been there through the whole developmental growth from the beginning till now.
What makes Shelter's Healthy Families program different from other programs is that other programs only serve their families for 3 years versus we serve our families for 5. Children are still growing and going through so many changes past 3 years of age.
Since when he got discharged, they had told me that he was going to be possibly autistic, have like all types of different developmental issues, from hearing or from being deaf to being blind. And every single month that me and Ileana saw that he was kind of delayed, we looked for resources to kind of like help him grow. And because of her, I was able to get one of the referrals to get him a hearing check, and he passed. Everything's good with him. And
because I want to be able to support them not only child development wise and parent bonding wise, but also what's going on their outside world that is impacting them as a parent.
She has become a best friend. So when Liliana started talking to me about everything, I felt so good because I had someone to support me. So I was always feeling good because she was there when I fell down. So like she was there to help me stand up.
Come to see Shelter's Healthy Families proactive approach and how it provides those tools and resources so that families do have support. It's critical to the success of a family.
Like without the Healthy Family, I wouldn't know what to do with my life. Like I probably would drop out of college or just like be with my kids and not knowing what to do.
And just seeing how resilient other families have been and how they persevere through everything, like a lot of my families have, it makes me want to work even harder for them and be there to support them and remind them, hey, you can do this.
I've been able to ask Ileana about everything that I need when it comes to like helping my son, and she's been the only one that's been able to give me advice and resources. It's been almost 2 years and my son's not having delay issues Like every single thing that he has been delayed on, we've worked on, and within that month, he's been caught up.
It has helped me become a better mom and like be with my kids all the time and try to understand like their cues and how to like deal with everything they go through. I always try to refer people so they could see that there is other help, so that they're not alone.
Sometimes people don't like feeling like they need help, but even if you're not a first-time parent, like every single step of the way is important for a child. And if you're making sure that you're doing the things that you need to do right, then that's more than enough. It's more than help.